Good evening. Welcome to our PowerPoint presentation, Changing a Mindset. My name is Cathy Tucker. My fellow group members you will be hearing from will be Erin and Peaches De Silva. We'll be talking about a teacher, Karen Ellison. We will refer to her as Karen. She's been teaching 33 years in a 6th grade reading and English language arts, small town type school. She's 33 years old. She's been teaching 8 years. She's been having some difficulties in her class period, in her 6th period, which consists of 27 students. 2/3 of them are reading at or near grade level, and the remaining students are reading at 2 years below or more. Karen has a problem. Our group and I have come to an agreement that Karen's problem is pretty much that she teaches with one-size-fits-all type mindset. She's a great teacher, no doubt, but she's used to teaching all of her students that are academically on the same level. Now she's been presented with a 6th period class that is lower than that, and she's not really experienced in that. Moreover, it's apparent that Karen believes that all the students learn in the same way. This is a problem. She teaches to all of her students in the same manner as seen in this case. The content areas that we decided as a group that would help her and aid in her solution consist of engagement, relationships, and presentation in the classroom. To better do this, Karen would be encouraged to strengthen her engagement, relationships, presentation in a way that will help to aid her in the problem of the one-size-fits-all mentality. Peaches will now come and give you an idea of the 3 content areas that we researched and reviewed that would give us some kind of idea of how we can help her.
Hello everyone, I am Peaches. Engagement. Student engagement is defined as the amount of curiosity and interest displayed while learning. Engaged students are active in their learning process and the academic content, which allows them to see their own development, improve their behavior, makes redirection easier, and helps them to know that learning is taking place. Karen lacked an engaging classroom due to her not allowing students to be active in their learning process. The students expressed their learning concerns or their concerns about reading a book that they did not want to read, and she continued to move forward with the book anyways. This is a quick engagement clip that we are just going to show you about engagement and the many ways that teachers can engage. Of engagement and how we can engage students in the classroom. Now we're going to move on to relationships, and relationships is just defined people having a connection between each other. Children spend a lot of their time in the classroom during the day, and the time spent in that classroom can have a profound effect on that child, whether positive or negative. One way to make all instruction more appropriate and effective is to know your students and develop relationships with them. Ms. Pearson is going to talk to us for about 30 seconds on developing relationships with our students.
I have spent my entire life either at the schoolhouse, on the way to the schoolhouse, or talking about what happens in the schoolhouse. Both my parents were educators. My maternal grandparents were educators. And for the past 40 years, I've done the same thing. But one of the things that we never discuss, or we rarely discuss, is the value and importance of human connection. Relationships. James Comer says that no significant learning can occur without a significant relationship. George Washington.
All right, and that's basically the basis of what a relationship is in the classroom. You can't learn, and a student won't allow a teacher to really teach them to the full ability if they don't have that relationship there with that teacher. And the last content area was presentation of information. Presentation of instruction can be seen in many different ways. As educators, we all have had times when lessons have not gone as smoothly or as good as we had planned. My group and I cannot recall ever teaching a perfect lesson in our years during our teaching careers. We believe a sensible educator is able to adjust their lesson quickly without little planning. In this case study, Karen had great difficulty in presenting her lesson because some of the students were simply not interested. Karen could have implemented the use of technology relating the content to the lives of the students or to a famous person they were interested in, or she could have found another way to captivate her students, but she did not. According to Romberg, an educator should know how important it is to captivate their students and capture their attention span in a short time period. Now my group member Erin is going to come and talk a little bit more about the solution and how it related to Karen and her problem.
Thank you, Peaches. After researching and reviewing literature that related to Karen's issue of lack of engagement, relationships, and presentation in her classroom, and understanding and implementing different strategies, led us towards identifying our solution. Due to her lack of ability in the above-mentioned areas resulted in significant behaviors from the students that prevented them from successfully meeting the needs of her students, we decided that the solution to best help Karen would be to increase her knowledge and understanding that all students learn in the same way. Through implementing of differentiated instructions to all three content areas in order to be effective during instruction, it's important for her students having success in their educational career. We do this by changing their mindset. As special educated teachers, we connect the problem of Karen not being able to meet all of her students on their individual levels due to her lack of experience with students on lower academic levels and her teaching style. She does not know or is not clearly comfortable teaching below average students. We're special educated teachers, and we have been able to prepare and meet all students on all learning levels. We have to be able to form relationships with all students in order to engage them in the way we present our instructional lessons. Being experts in the field and program for students with disability, we can say that having the knowledge of different strategies, having flexibility with poor lesson levels, being able to jump from content to content with the same class period with ease, and simply realizing instantly that there is no limit in what a student can learn, but there is a limit in how much they can take in at one time, especially Karen students below grade level and frustrated by the lesson alone. we were able to take our experience and connect them to what we saw in her class. The content area for the solution are clearly how to approach her classroom instructions and teaching styles differently. Karen needs to understand and become more familiar with differentiated instructions and how to implement strategies in order to improve her engagement, relationship, and presentation in her classroom. What better way for this to happen to take her out of the place she is familiar with and place her in an environment where she has an opportunity to bring back actual experience and a mindset change. Thus, we decided to take her to the Ron Clark Academy. Here, she is able to emphasize the importance of implementing relationships, engagement, and presentation with differentiated instructional strategies. Through this experience, mindset changes take place and last a lifetime. Thank you. Now, a little bit about the Ron Clark Academy. Ron Clark Academy is a prestigious private nonprofit school located in Atlanta, Georgia that serves grades 5 through 8. The school is widely famous for being a change agent in time that traditional teaching methods are not helping in the area learning with students in the classroom with a no fear model and a mission that seeks to deliver the best instructions on a global level. It is no wonder that the Ron Clark seeks to improve the teaching and learning of the students by allowing them to have a more dynamic and creative teaching method. The students learning through a variety of creative styles such as song and dance to increase engagements among the pupils. With this dynamic teaching style of Ron Clark's finest educators, the students experience double the growth across all academic areas as measured in the state of Georgia end of year exams. In the 9 years that the Academy has been open, there have been over 38,000 visitors from across America to come and observe the teaching practices of the teaching here at Ron Clark Academy. The Academy offers support for educators that would like to see an ideal 21st century classroom in action that values relationship, rigor engagement, and diversity of culture come to life at the same time. Educator training is available to all teachers, which range from classroom observation, professional development, and experience of being an award-winning classroom with some of America's outstanding teachers and students. Moreover, the cost to visit dynamic facilities can be quite the pocket spender, with costs that starting at $450 per day to attend for an observation, not adding the cost of fuel, the individual is driving, the cost of a plane ticket, or the individual is flying, or the cost of a hotel in the Atlanta area. Costs can add up, but Ron Clark may be expensive, but we will have an opportunity to have someone to help us with that.
Okay.
All right, now